I decided early after World War II that I could best serve my purpose and my family and probably work with some other people by living where I grew up, back home in Tennessee.
Just look next door. That's where you'll find Fred Brown, in his gardens, or along a sleepy street in Alcoa close by, caring for his family's home place. It's not a grand expanse of land. In a neighborhood like many others, a lot at the end of a lane.
Yeah.
But like the passing on of a legacy to Fred Brown, it's important. The oldest of 11 children, Fred Brown still lives across the neighborhood from where he grew up. A retired educator, student of George Washington Carver at Tuskegee Institute in Alabama, Fred's a self-taught expert on deciduous hollies. But today he's working at his old home place, where we'll catch a glimpse of the world through a garden of family memories.
Your daddy planted this for the little things?
Yeah, the little wildlife area. He called it a bird sanctuary, a place where birds could nest and so forth, and rabbits could go. And my father was part Cherokee. He grew up with that tradition. He hunted and he fished, and he liked the woods. And most of us took that from him and from my mother. Even after all of us left home, my mother had a lot of children around the house. A lot of them called them Mother Brown. Neither one of them spent a lot of time talking about racial backgrounds and so forth. They just took the world as it is and worked with it. I don't know. I think generally in this nation, beauty in a yard really means most of the time to mow it just as low as you can.
Is this the whatnot area?
The whatnot, the catch-all, a place where if you get a plant and don't have time to set out, you stick it in the ground and wait till later. And
these are phlox?
Yes, phlox and canna.
This is the area that your daddy developed for the garden?
Yeah, this is where he had a vegetable garden. The Bermuda grass is taken over.
What is this plant?
That's Ilex cassini, a yellow fruiting variety.
You've pruned that where it'll come up in 2 or 3?
I pruned it and made it grow like that so I can make cuttings by putting sphagnum moss around it and covering it.
Who showed you how to do that?
I read it out of a book. I've never seen it done. I just read it out of a book and started trying. Most people can learn. Now, the foolishness about talking to your plants and playing music and all that has extremely limited value. It probably does more for the person than it does for the plant.
Don't you talk to your plants?
I've cussed them every once in a while. I think if I played the music for most of my plants, I'd play the blues. I wouldn't play rock or anything.
You've never moved too far from here, have you?
Oh, no, I've lived other places, but I came back.
To see a world in a grain of sand and heaven in a wildflower. It's a gift given Fred Brown and his to pass on.